But first, hitting pause on giving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Good evening, everybody. I'm Laura Moritz. A few people have developed blood clots. KMBC9's Brian Johnson reports on what it means for local vaccination efforts and what to look for if you recently got this vaccine.
Out of nearly 7 million doses given, 6 individuals experienced adverse blood clots. They were all women, ages 18 to 48, and the clotting happened 6 to 13 days after they received the shots.
This is actually probably one of those signals, again, that our safety mechanisms are actually working as designed.
There are people up and awake 24 hours a day looking for these types of things.
Experts say the vaccines are safe, but these issues create bad optics.
It does make it more difficult, and I can fully understand why people who are somewhat riding the fence anyway would take a pause to reconsider whether they should get it.
I thought it was a shame.
Karen Boyd had no issues after she recently got the J&J vaccine. She thinks stopping people from getting it is a mistake.
I thought it was an overreaction and an unnecessary reaction.
I don't think it's going to significantly slow down the pace of vaccination.
In Missouri, Johnson & Johnson accounts for less than 4% of the state's 3 million shots administered.
The risk is extraordinarily low that someone who gets the vaccine would have this.
The overwhelming majority of people in Kansas and Missouri get the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine. Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
If you received the Johnson & Johnson vaccine within the last 3 weeks and have experienced severe headache, shortness of breath, leg pain, or abdominal pain, you should call your doctor. Missouri and Kansas stopped using the J&J vaccine immediately after the announcement. The Missouri National Guard planned to vaccinate thousands with the vaccine today, but switched to Moderna. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly's top pandemic advisor says some big decisions may be coming.
The next couple of days, things will become more clear whether or not the FDA and the CDC will be taking J&J off the market altogether.
Nielsen doesn't think that's very likely. In both states, the J&J vaccine weekly supply was the smallest of the 3 vaccines sent to the states. The vaccination drive-thru at the Douglas County Fairgrounds stayed busy today. People at today's event got their second Pfizer dose. The county says so far it has only given out about 1,000 doses of the J&J vaccine. Many people we talked to say they haven't heard of any issues with the vaccine.
I have some friends that have received that. It is not concerning me whatsoever.
And so far, we have not heard from anybody having any types of side effects or problems.
Douglas County says it had several questions about today's news. The county is still waiting to hear from the FDA on what to do next. Johnson County, Kansas will not give Johnson & Johnson vaccines until further notice, but officials say these rare side effects are actually a sign the vaccination process is working.
When we think about clinical trials that are run to make sure the vaccines are safe, we're really talking about tens of thousands of individuals, maybe 30,000 individuals in a vaccine trial. When we ramp that up and start immunizing millions of people, there are going to be very rare side effects that are only going to be caught when it gets up to that size.
The White House says the Johnson & Johnson hold will not affect the U.S. vaccine rollout. The coronavirus response team says they are working to get people rescheduled for a Pfizer or Moderna vaccine. Tonight, 131 new cases of COVID-19 and 5 new deaths reported in the Kansas City metro area. More than half of those cases and all of the deaths are from Kansas City, Missouri. The daily average of new hospitalizations has dropped down to 6.